On an average, 90% of the resources and wealth in this world is owned by roughly 10% of the people in the world. And here's the thing again, 90% of that 90% is owned by 1% of the people in the world. I first heard this statistic in 2015 while listening to my favorite breakfast radio show, Power 100.5 FM Lagos. And at the time, I could almost argue with these numbers. But what really caught my attention that morning was hearing Dr. Olutayo Shomide say that he is confident that if the wealth in this world were to be distributed among the people in the world, that he is almost certain that in 6 months' time, all of those wealth will figure out their way back to the pocket of the people who have them today. And at the time, I could almost argue with that train of thought. But here's the thing. Olanrewaju Olaide, like myself, is a Songo boy, born and raised in Songwater in Ogun State. Olaide, prior to 2018, has never really seen any significant sum of money. But in November of 2018, Olaide manages to hit a jackpot of about 6 million naira or thereabouts. And by December 31st of the same year, which is roughly about a month or 2 months, Laide was back to being broke. I mean, flat broke. Yes. Now, I saw someone about a week, 2 weeks ago that I was told that as of last year, he somehow manages to amass a 125 million naira jackpot. But as of today, right now, the guy is flat broke. By flat broke, I mean absolutely flat broke. And it kind of like just bring back that thoughts of Dr. Olutayo Shomide back to my mind. And looking at it, I can almost tell that wealth, or rather wealth creation, is a process. The reason why the wealthy will continue to remain wealthy, why the rich will continue to get richer, while the poor would most likely stay poorer. In fact, I like to put it this way. It is more likely for a rich person to lose all of their wealth and amass it back than it is for a poor person to actually stumble upon wealth and actually be able to keep that money. It is strictly for me because wealth is a process. The rich or the wealthy have basically schooled themselves, they've nurtured themselves in that process of wealth creation and wealth multiplication. But for the poor, you lack that knowledge. Basically, you lack that knowledge for the poor. That is why very often you will find people that have not made wealth, because wealth is made, it's not gotten. That is like the difference. For a poor person, you think that you get money. You don't get money. You make money by putting in place the conditions and variable for money to not just come to you, but to thrive when they are with you. So that is like it. That is the point I want to kind of like make. Don't be the 90% of people. You should think like the 10% of people when it comes to wealth creation. I remain Monaco Daniel, the mastermind trader from the world most populous Black nation. I'll catch you in the next video.